Okay, so it's going to be a bit of a whistle-stop tour of it, just to give you a bit of a grounding. But obviously, once you start using it, it'll be like cues, and we can be around when you use it first to make sure you're all good. So you've got your tablet, C-arm, foot pedal is hanging on the back. It's really simple. It's just got a AA battery on the back, which you can unscrew the back part here. You shouldn't have to change the battery, but if you do, just Duracell or anything, you can keep that on the back. Turning on the tablet, there's a little button at the side with a little on-off icon. Just hold that for about a second. Should power up. And then the battery's in the case. Over here. So you've got a charging dock over here. It's just like a toaster style battery dock. They charge up really quickly. And they've got a test button here. So before you start, just click that. These are only half charged, so I'd charge them up to full before you start using them. And then good to go. I usually recommend switching the batteries between cases, even if it's got like 3 bars left. Just good habit to get into. So clip that in, and then there's an on button on the top of the head here. And then it will say loading, dot, dot, and when the dots get to the end, it will then say initializing detector, and then you're good to go.
So what is the battery?
Battery goes inside here. The shape of the battery means it's like impossible to put it in the wrong way around. So I don't know what logins you want to use. Some places just use the admin login, and the password is just admin or lowercase. The username stay fills in, so you don't need to put that in. Admin. You can leave the tablet in here, or you can connect it to a bigger screen with a HDMI cable if you want to. The HDMI port's just under the flap inside.
That we can transfer the image through.
Ethernet cable.
And what about the storage capacity of this?
It's really big. It says it at the bottom. I think it's like, yeah.
Okay.
It depends what you're doing though. If you're doing lots of videos and stuff.
So once you've saved the images, how do you export them?
I'll show you. It's really straightforward. But it will depend if we can connect it or if you're going to be using a cable. But the same process. You can use USB as well if you want to do that. So when you're at this page, you don't have a work list, do you?
And one more thing, it's admin and normal user is the same, should be.
Yeah, you can use it as normal use if you want to.
What is the advantage for the admin?
The username, admin.
Okay.
Admin. So password, admin,
Okay.
username, admin.
But you can set up different profiles.
Yeah, you can set up different profiles. So you can have your own login if you want to, or you can have user, or another one is operator, but it depends what you want. Fill in your patient details here, unless we connect it to the work list, but for now, just put in as much details as you have.
So where would the work list be?
The work list, when you request a exam, and then it goes to the radiographers and they book it in, then it'll appear.
Same like X-ray and
Same as X-ray.
Yeah. It's just a shortcut, but it won't make a difference if you don't have one, as long as you can get to use accession numbers. Yeah, the examination number here just marries it up on pack, so it goes into the right folder.
This accession number will automatically create, or we have to?
You'll have to book it in still.
Maybe that we have to discuss with the schema banks, and it will generate.
There might be a way to do that, just streamline it. So putting information, so just put in test, click start exam. And it takes you to this page, so now it's ready to go. When these are green, it shows your exposure factors that's ready to expose. You've got fluoro, which is normal. Tap it again, you've got your low dose, which halves your MA, and then X-ray dose, which is quite a good one if you've got multiple pedals under the table, or if it's been pushed out of the way. So you just
Sorry, what's the
so
one?
fluoro,
Yeah.
tap again to low dose, tap again to X-ray lock. Obviously, if you're using it and it's sterile, you can do it. You want to do it from the sterile area, and it's the same with this M here.
So you've got to set KVP. It doesn't auto.
It's automatic.
It's also.
It's automatic.
Right.
When these two swirly icons are lit up green, that means auto exposure and auto contrast of the image. You can change it yourself, but it's really good. It does work out. and even if you've got metalwork in there, it doesn't affect it. But yeah, you can do a control over it. The other features on here, the laser, which stays on for as long as you want it to. This is a bookmark button, but I generally ignore this one, and I'll show you the best way to do it. It's like the permanent save. Flip your image left and right, and rotate. You can just press and hold. And the same buttons are on the other side. Here you can change your exposure factors as well, but it's best just to keep it on auto.
Up to maximum how many kV?
80.
80 kV.
Yeah. But it never.
And MA?
MA, I think it's 270.
270.
I think so, yeah. That's
And if that
basically
is automatically aligned, it will come out those.
the DAP. You get a DAP report, DICOM RDSR, which is always there, and it always saves. So you've always got that as a paper trail.
And this will be automatically recorded to that image, or we have to note it in the DAP.
You can send this to PACS.
Okay.
Yeah, you can select that with your images,
Okay.
and then you can send it. It's just some PACS reject
For the record
images
purpose,
if
what we have to do for this one is this can be a sport, or this will we have to notify manually.
I think that's up to your.
DAP.
I think that's up to your medical physics person if they want you to record it manually as well.
Usually, it is providing to the image. That image is sufficient to record
Yeah,
for
it should
that.
be fine.
Otherwise, we have to keep some other records book.
Yeah, it's up to them. They'll give you rules of what to do with that.
Okay.
But it's saved here anyway, so it's
So
permanently on the machine.
this weekend function, we have to inform for the medical physics.
Yeah, they'll need to be involved. That's basically all you need to know to get going and use it. The other features, there is collimation here, so you can collimate from 15 by 15 square to 10 centimetre circle, and this does mag it up a bit as well if you wanted to be a bit more zoomed in. You can zoom just by zooming like a phone, but that will reset on your next image because it wants
So
you
you
to
do
see
it
everything
each
you've
and every
irradiated. Previous images will show up here. This is like a circle that goes around. You can change your details here. And this screen, you can kind of ignore because it's got all the things you can do, like rotate you can do on this image or on there, flip you can do. I'll just
Editing
change the
options
settings to best ones. You can play around with it. You can draw on it if you want to do planning, and you can put text on if you want to put left and right. But generally you probably won't use this page too much. And then when you're finished, tick, tick, tick the thumbnails that you want to send and save. This icon at the top here, that's your save button. That stores it to the machine, and PACS will send it
Okay.
to PACS.
We have to configure the packs.
Yeah.
So it will
If we don't,
transfer the image to the packs,
yeah,
and we have option for the print, and we have option for the USB also.
yeah. So you can. There's USB ports on both sides. So if your PACS is down for any reason, you can export with USB, but it will store it permanently if you save it. Don't use this save button because it'll only save the image that's shown here. If you don't save, it will store them for a week before you can, so you can go back and save them yourself.
Can you connect to a normal printer or by Wi-Fi?
I've never tried. The only printer we've connected it to has been like a medical,
A proper
like
printer.
a Philips, I think it is.
Good.
But if you have like a medical printer, I'm sure you can
No,
connect
yeah,
it.
but
I mean,
usually-
it's got all the ports.
Yeah.
But you could just USB. You can export with USB. And then end exam. If you end exam before saving your images, here's your previous images here. Double click, and there's a little bin with an arrow coming out of it, and that will restore the images that have been stored for a week. If that makes sense.
Is this
So it
all
only
very-
stores for a week.
And it's a lot of
Is
words.
this all explained in the instructions, or do you have?
Yeah, there's literally step by step.
sheet?
I'm hoping I'll say it, and then it will be like you'll hear my voice as you're using it.
I'm recording it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is, so the bin with the arrow, that is the most troubleshooting call I get, being like, I exited and I haven't saved my images, and it's that button there. But you can just message us and we'll,
Okay.
it's our job to remember that.
But we'd rather have it fully linked to our packs.
So we're gonna, But if you exit the exam without
Yeah.
responding, then that's how you restore them. Turning it off, button down here. Do you want to power off the tablet? Yes. And then you press the on-off button, and it will say press again, and it will power down. And then you can take out the battery. Are you going to keep
Best to
it?
keep the batteries down.
Yeah, I would keep it in the charger. If it's fully charged, you can just like prop it up in there and not push down, just to show that it's fully charged. I don't know how often you're going to be using it.
How many hours will you get before the battery backup?
How many what?